So we're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. So again, apologies to the stream, apologies to the drivers, apologies to the league, to the sponsors, to everybody that's out there. We're going to be 18 laps to go here. They're going to have 20 lap heats. Let's take a look at what they have going on here. 20 lap heats, and then, of course, we're going to have an 85 lap feature, 3 sets of tires. I do believe they have a fast repair in the books here. David Ament leads right now with Grijalva behind. Single file racing for the time being. They're completing their third lap as they come around. And a lot of the drivers just kind of try to take their time. I think that's one of the things you got to do here is you just got to take your time, got to be patient. And patience is everything. That's how I see it, at least. Man, oh, man. Thank you to the league. Thank you to everybody. And again, apologies once again for the hiccup on my schedule and what happened there. Normally, we would be ready to go and everything would be good to go. So Daytona is the track we're running. Bistro 1605, a part of what's going on here. Boyle Construction. Again, check the links in the description or check the information in the description if you want to get a hold of them. I encourage you to do so. Driver cams, I'll work on setting up as we go. Again, it is my goof up, and I won't let that happen again. So it's just what it is. Let's try to help the little one out, and I got myself my timing all off. So again, apologies to everybody out there. We're going to be 2x2 here for the lead as the 99 goes to work on the inside. David Ament, Zach Thompson up on the outside, 81, trying to push forward as they work. 16 laps to go, 16:05 on the Bistro side of things. Everything just doing what it's doing. Again, like I said, big apologies to AMP and to the league and to just everybody out there. This is Daytona as they would work by Boyle Construction Management. We appreciate Boyle being on board with the AMP Racing Series and what they have going on and just kind of how things work. David Ament out here. Again, 20 laps are going to be just fine. They're going to be able to make it on fuel. 75% fuel on the tanks here for the cars. But the Next Gen Cup Series under the action, under everything that's going on here. Trying to log into Discord as well. Just having all kinds of things. Yesterday was a day of issues. Today's a day of issues as well. So, again, apologies to the league, apologies to the drivers, apologies to everybody. I'll make sure to make that known to everybody, and we'll let them have some fun with that one. Again, thank you to the league. Big push for the 33 of Davis to the outside. Thompson up there as well. X-rated busy as they work. And I own that one. I mean, my daughter is my daughter. I want to make sure she is good to go always. And apologize to the league. I did go ahead and put that in the Discord to let everybody know that, those are things that I hold myself accountable for. If it's my own issue, then I want to make sure that we're good to go. We're going to put up the driver cams as I load them in. But these drivers they have good progress happening right now, so we're gonna kind of hold on to see what they've got going on. We'll put this on the bigger camera here. 99-12 on the bottom side, 81 up on the outside, 33 just behind. There's a 00 down below. Lee Watson working back here. Russell Olivero and Chris Cornett. I do believe they're just kind of trying to hold on to what they have. Maybe not hoping for any kind of caution that could happen here as they get into 2 and 3. I'm sorry, 3 and 4. Daytona is a great racetrack. It's a ton of fun. Last night we saw just how much this track can be a variable. These cars are a little bit more stable than what we saw yesterday in the truck. So maybe the trucks just have a little bit more of a biased issue when it comes to that. We're gonna get rid of we're gonna increase some volume there again. Lots of entertainment. 81 rolling, and thank you once again To all the drivers, to all the family, 81 out front, 33 up on the high side. That high line working right now as they go into the corner. Or go on the corner exit. Back straight. Oh, into the wall. Oh, no, Lee Watson going around. He is down on the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to have to get rolling here. We'll back it up just a little bit, just kind of see what happened here. We believe there's a 99 of David Ament behind him. Went high. It's got to the back bumper of him. Oh, man. They're rolling. 11 laps in. Watson on the bottom side of the racetrack. Again, this does not... everybody's going to make the main event here tonight. It is going to be a couple of good races that we're going to see here. This is the first of the two heats, kind of the old Clash style, or which you would see the Bash at Daytona. That kind of style of racing. Definitely a good look for the drivers. $20-lap races in between all of it. The only camera I'm not going to be able to put up is Grijalva's, and apologies to Grijalva. Is whenever he puts his camera up, it's in portrait mode, and I always have to make edits, but I have to do it before the stream goes live because if not, it kind of messes up. So Grijalva, much love to you. I do apologize about not being able to put your camera up. I'm actually just going to go ahead and hang that up, so that way we don't have that. I don't mind him running it that way. I just have to do it in a particular order. So we love it. Thank you to everybody for being out there, trying to check in on our Facebook page to see what's going on with that, because our Facebook page is not showing live right now. Crazy. Let's see if we can make that work again, because it's supposed to be working like it's supposed to. So we'll see if the video source will reconnect. On Facebook, how about it? Grahal on the outside, 81 on the inside, Thompson. How about Davis there as well? Now it's going to connect. All right, folks, it's loading in. There it is. We're going to let him go live. All right. Man, oh, man. Well, if I could mess up a day, today was the day. Grijalva on the outside. There's David Event to the 99. Quicksilver on that racing craft. Again, thank you to Bistro and Boyle Construction for being on board with the AMP Racing series. We appreciate that very much. I hate being late, folks. It bugs me, and it's not something that I like to be proud of. So, again, apologies once again to the league, and I'm gonna it's gonna eat at me. So again, want to thank everybody for tuning in and being a part of it. We joined him just 3 laps in, or 2 laps in, so I was able to get back in here and make it work. I was trying to make it as quickly as I can, so again, apologies to everybody. Normally we have that 10-minute early window to be able to go live early. But right now, top 5, right through it. It's going to be just fine. Russell Olivero is going to be back here with Chris Cornett. We'll see how this is going to shake up toward the end of this one. 7 laps to go. Everybody should be nice and snaky. All right, back into it. Oh, man. Yeah, too late. I don't like being late. I don't even care if it's that adage, to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. That's the adage I live by. And I hate being late. But I will not help my daughter. So the missus took over for me, and, we're into it. How about it? Good push from the 33 of Andrew Davis. There's the 5 of Jeremy Daniel up here into the mix. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jeremy Daniel up there in the mix. He was a part of that race last night, so hopefully the car feels a lot better, because the truck last night that he was a part of just didn't bode well for the drivers. A little bobble on the bottom of the racetrack there with the 81. Lee Watson came off pit road. He's going to have the one just ahead. That's Mike Daniels there. Michael running the Mr. Clean car. These two will be able to work together off the lead lap, almost off the lead lap. They do have the leaders coming out of 3 and 4 here. Will be 5. It'll be 4 laps to go as they roll. Again, thank you to everybody. No caution so far, so we'll see how that shakes up as well. Did add a couple of logos out there to make sure we were good to go. Missed the starting grid, so we'll get the next starting grid for the next portion of this one. 81, the 5, the 12, Grijalva. Use the 99 in tow. This little 5-car pack right here, just kind of keeping it nice, cool, calm, and collected. There's Russ Olivero, Chris Cornett. Got to take it easy. Maybe just keep the car for later on. All good things. And Mike holding on to 8th. Lee Watson back here. Got just a little bit of contact between, he and the 99. Front straight away. We'll see how it works. 81 to the outside. Big bump from the 12. The Jeremy Daniel, he's going to lead still on the bottom side. 3 laps to go. 81 of Zach Thompson went way up the race line. Now the 33, and he will lose a little bit of ground here. Very tough to make the move that he wanted to make there on the corner exit. Mr. RB, thank you very much, sir, for the like out there. I appreciate you. Yeah, I know. Facebook took a moment. I had to do a bunch of things on Facebook that just to get it to work, because it was scheduled to go live. Everything was scheduled to go live, and I had to go in and manually do it because I missed the timer by literally 2 minutes, and it was unfortunate. Jeremy Daniel rolling. But we're good. We're good now. And again, apologies to the league, apologies to the drivers, apologies to everybody out there for being late. If it wasn't my daughter, or if it wasn't Jess, or if it wasn't anything that was important, I would not have missed the time. And again, I hate to be late for anything. I'll probably be. I say that, and I'll probably be late to my own funeral. But hard pressed. Andrew Davis trying to go somewhere. Oh, 81 gets sideways a little bit. Big push from Andrew Davis. We're going to keep it clean, though, and it's going to stay green. They'll come around here for the first of the 2 heats. 20-lap dashes here. White flag waves, final lap. Jeremy Daniel, the sitting duck right now. Can he hold on and try to keep this lane working and keep it moving? 5-12. David Ament there as well. I do have a couple of drivers out there running driver cams. Much love. There it is, Boyle Construction. Just waiting for his turn. The battle on. The battle in. Grijalva to the outside. 99 rolling. There is Andrew Davis trying to close in. 81.5. Grijalva to the front. Out of the corner. Can they make it? We'll go back to the main screen for the final turn as they come around to the front straightaway. Jeremy Daniel to the outside. 99 trying to commit. Side draft special. I believe Grijalva's going to have this one. He is 99. Will finish second. Andrew Davis will finish back and forth here. Tried to make the move early, but didn't. So a good move from Grijalva. He'll win that first of the 2 flash segments here as they come around and cool down. So Grijalva gets that little win. Everybody will come around and finish up their laps. We'll take a look at the race results before we go and do our thing for the next one. Again, 20-lap heats and an 85-lap feature opportunity for all the drivers. Refresh the cache there. All right. Still waiting. There it is. Here's your results for the Heat. For the first one. We'll show it. There it is. Grijalva, David Ament, Jeremy Daniel, Andrew Davis. That'll be your top four. Zach Thompson, Chris Cornett, Russell Olivero, Michael Daniels, Lee Watson is going to be your finishing order there. Here's your starting grid for the second of the two. It's going to be as such. Let me do the cool thing here. Bistro 1605, giving you your starting grid, and we can appreciate that. Aaron Ryan, Justin Zukic is going to be out there in your front row. Josh Barr, Jordan Lane are going to make up row number 2. R.B. Turner, Andrew Scrotenborg is going to be out there at row number 3. Christian Beauclair, Brandon Musarella, and row number 4, Michael Bouvert is going to be out there at row number 5. Again, thank you to the drivers who put up the driver cams. Beef Jerky, a little bit of giving you all those driver cams. We appreciate that, of course. So yeah, I'm glad that I only missed 2 laps because it would have been terrible. There's Pete. Look at Justin out there running that Bistro car. About them apples. About it. We love them. Bistro is family owned and operated, of course, and we'll talk about the sponsors real quick. This Bistro is family owned and operated in High Point, North Carolina. They've been serving food for friends and family for over 13 years. You can dine in or take out, and they have catering options available. Stop it and just say hi, or get yourself some food, because, I mean, let's face it, we like ourselves some call it bistros, but it's cafe-style food. You got to love that stuff. So 1605 North Main Street, High Point, North Carolina. You can call ahead 336-883-3821, and we can appreciate every bit of that. Boyle Construction is a construction management company in the greater Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania. They are serving all of your commercial and residential needs. I do apologize if you're reading the description that yours spelled incorrectly. I'll have to fix that. Better built with Boyle since 1977. They're located 3850 Sierra Circle Center Valley, Pennsylvania. You can give them a call, 484-223-0726. It's info@boyleconstruction.com. That is your 2 sponsors for this series, and we appreciate both of them knocking it out of the park and doing themselves some justice and being the coolest of cats that makes it work. And again, thank you to the drivers. Thank you to the to everybody being out there. I appreciate you. Hello, Joey 5. How you doing? Let's go bar from everybody out there. Again, remember to keep yourselves in check, keep yourselves at tone, be nice to each other. That's the biggest thing. I want to make sure you all see that. Let's go, Jordan from Lopio 5 out there as well. Jordan Lane gets some shout outs. He's gonna start right there in the old 2.5. 35 is gonna be on the bottom side. Buffalo Trace on the 35. Cabela's on the outside. A little AR audio for the racing team. I do believe everybody trying to work together. There is Aaron Ryan, leader of that. AR Audio is I mean, we talked about him a lot last season. Aaron's ready to go. All right. See if RB can get out there and have some fun. He's going to restart there. About them apples. Again, thank you to everybody. Thank you to the league. Apologies for we weren't late for the clash, but we were late for this one, so I hate to do it. We're going to be going, though. Coda's going to be next week, this week. A whole lot of Daytona fun. Let's go. Green flag. Bottom left side of your screen are all my sponsors. If you want to check them out, make sure you do so. Let's go, Budgie Bird. Including Lunatic Designs, who's normally our countdown to green. We'll make sure that we give them some love and some appreciation here in just a moment. Thank you to everybody. Search Performance, Beef Jerky Unlimited, Mandarin Racing, Chop Shop Racing, Chop Shop Racing Leagues, and the best in the business. All right. We might see what we saw in that last segment. A little blank there. Hold on to it. That's the 16 of Scrotenborn up there. A little blank. He's fine. We might see ourselves having maybe a little single file racing for a little bit. You know, if they do that, that's fine. That's a huge change and huge momentum boost to all of that. Because one of the things that I see out of this, the ability to run this racetrack is being able to find yourself in that next. How do I put this? You want to put yourself in the in the contention to be able to be there toward the end. There's the back straightaway. You see the drivers on the screenshot cam here. Aaron Ryan. It's some big pushes as it works and as it would be. 35 of Josh Barr on the back bumper. Hold on to it. That's what I want to see. Clear out a couple of these things here. Hold on to your butt. There it is. Daytona working. Aaron Ryan, Joshua Barr, RB Turner, Jordan Lane. Zukic is going to be in that 5 spot. Beauclair, that 95 up 1. 2 spots gained for RB. Little LPA. I think he might be outnumbered there. I don't see any of his teammates back here. It's one of the Quicksilver drivers right behind the 16 of Boyle. A little blink in for the 95 of Beauclair. He is just a couple of blinks. Just a couple of blinks out there. All good stuff, right? Ryan Musarella out of this one, so we'll see how this is going to progress. 55-16, tail of this field. 8 drivers in this pack. There'll be 17 to go. Good looking racetrack so far. We'll keep them on them. We'll keep them running the spread. Excuse me. That's crazy. There's some things happening there. I don't know. I just work here. But I care about the presentation there, folks. All right, Josh Barr behind. Side-by-side racing to the back of this one. Looks like Scroton is going to drop to the back. Oliveira goes down to the bottom, so we'll see if they are going to be able to keep up with the draft. Really, just about a second separating these drivers. You're going to have to really push in to be able to get to be able to keep that draft within that closing distance. But Aaron Ryan is going to be the leader out of this one. Barr, RB Turner holding on to a little bit of grip on the bottom side. We'll see how the tire pressure is going to hold up for these drivers as they work. Hold on to it. All right. Some good stuff so far. So far, so good. Expanded word form. Pre-algebra for 5th grade. It's crazy. All right, Aaron Ryan still out front. Single file racing. Everybody's kind of just settled. And they're all holding on. 11 laps to go as Josh Barr holds onto that second spot. RB Turner's going to be in third again. Thank you to everybody being out there. Crazy to see pre-algebra in 5th grade there, folks. Just trying to knock 2 birds with 1 stone. Jordan Lane. Jess has got it, though. She's got it. She's awesome. Zukic off 3. Up 3 for Boyer. 55 doing good. We're going to go on board. I want to watch on board with these drivers. Just kind of see what the line is looking like ahead of them. Managing the throttle, managing the speed. Those are inputs. We don't want that. We want a dashboard. Big bump coming. Zook getting a big bump out of the corner. Ooh, hold on to it. Gonna frame up a little bit. Big bump up into the wall. Gotta hold on to it. 55. A good solid bump getting into the corner. At that point, you just gotta lift a little bit, keep yourself out of that draft, and that's what you're seeing here. Or keep yourself in the draft, but keep yourself, within that relative bubble. You're gonna have some big momentum on the back straightaway here as they get out of the corner. 02 slides up. 202. 2 gets turned. 02 gets turned. Big wreck happening. Caution should come out here. And that'll be what it is. Man, oh man. Comes down to it. That'll happen. Zukic. Watch that kind of develop there. Good push from the 55 into the 2, though. 2 into the 25. 02 able to escape. So those two will have to really work on that one. We'll back up just a little bit here just to see how this really transpired. Now, RB did a solid out on the corner exit. He saw the run he was going to get. He goes to the outside, 55 there to bump. And just a bump into a bump. And that turns the 2 and the 25. It'll be Jordan Lane back there. He is going to have to get that thing rolling. He's going to be fine. Everybody will be fine. I'll come to pit road. Have some time. Opportunity to everybody. Opportunity to everything. Thank you, Budgie. I don't know what was said out there, but thank you. Zook coming to pit road. I don't think he jumped. I think he just came to pit road, so he should have that fast repair. He's going to be fine. He'll leave pit road. I think he got the bigger of the damage there. Jordan Lane should be fine. Aaron Ryan will be out there as well. Thank you, Budgie. Yeah, please keep the chat family friendly. This is literally meant for, if my daughter can't watch this, then I wouldn't want it to be done that way. So make sure that you folks are keeping the chat family friendly out there, regardless of what you think. Scrodenbohr is going to be in third. RB Turner coming to pit road. A couple of drivers coming to pit road. Jordan Lane will pick up that spot. The 25 is going to stay out. 55 rolling in. We'll see if some tires. Some tire could help here. Help with the grip a little bit. We'll have to see. Zook coming around. Had to come to pit road before everything else. Does maintain the premise there. So yeah, this is good. Daytona is the action for everybody. The action for the race line. So we appreciate it. There's always an opportunity for everybody. Man, oh man. All right, Aaron Ryan, Josh Barr, Andrew in the 16. He's going to be doing pretty dang old decent. I want to make sure that I go and select on some driver cams here. We get the right driver cams. Looking at is a couple of drivers out there. Boom, boom, boom. Zook is out there somewhere. Missed the opportunity to get in and talk to the drivers and do ourselves some justice. Is that Zook right there? You a Brady fan? You know what? I need a recliner to my simulator. That's for darn sure. Lofi, thank you for the follow out there. I appreciate you again, RB. Thank you very much. Appreciate everybody kicking butt and taking names and doing the best there is. The best there is. Andrew Davis. He is the guy that puts this thing on. We appreciate what he does and everything that's happening here with this season. I put up 2 driver cams for the same driver. Again, apologies. Yeah, I did, didn't I? I sure did. Hold on. We'll fix it. Wookie. There we go. You know, I could have fun with a great opportune time here. Get somebody up on the monitor there. You're ready to go. But them apples. Thank you again to all the drivers getting out there with the driver cams. I appreciate them. We'll make sure that we have names and labels attached to them again, like we did before, so that way they're good to go. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like as well. Good, RB. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Wait. Man, oh man. It's a good race so far. First caution we've seen. The logo you see right there is from Boyle Construction. Again, make sure you check them out. Cautions will be brought to you by Boyle Construction. 1605 will have all the other stuff. Appreciate you, RB. Appreciate everybody being out there. Thank you to Mr. Van Nest for all that he does to keep us rolling. Thank you to everybody out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We're live on all 3 platforms. Took a moment, but we appreciate it. You know. All the cool things in the world. We appreciate it. All right, we're going. We're green. Here we go. Here right out front. Good restart here. Eau Claire. Then 95. We'll drop down into the middle lane. To the corner they go. 35 on the outside. Mr. Davis, thank you for becoming a supporter. Oh, well, come on, man. I appreciate you.
Andrew Davis became a warrior.
Thank you for becoming a warrior. I appreciate you. Mr. Andrew Davis, how you doing, sir? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It goes a long way to those little things help a lot. They really do. So thank you for becoming a warrior. Hopefully it was the 99-cent one, you know, for 24 cents a day. You could support a small streamer. I don't have any I used to, when Cody was younger, I used to use the diapers as a thing, but she's in 5th grade now, and I'm going to tell you what, she is blowing my mind. 0-2. Going to be 2 laps down. RB trying to get back out there. Justin is and he's a Bucks fan. Okay, all right. I thought that might have been the case. Appreciate you. I thought it was Zook, but I was unsure. I wanted to be sure. Thank you, Andrew. Much love. Dinger. There's Mike Allmendinger out there, folks. He's the best dinger that you're going to see out there. I know AJ is everybody's favorite, but Mike's been my favorite for a hot minute. Thank you for the like and the share, sir. There's Mike Allmendinger out there. He's the world famous dinger. We appreciate you. Grudenbor Zukic, outside lane, prevailing. Zook digging into the corner. And so that's if he's a Brady fan, everybody should be a Brady fan. I know that it's kind of tough to a little free for the 16. Zook will go to the outside and be like, I'm good. But that's one of the things that I would say about any one of these drivers. Football season's underway. Oh, 3 wide here. Oh, enter the door. 55, try to hold on to it. Duke doing his thing. Hold on to it. Man. 2 went all the way to the front there. And with a big shove from the 5-5. And he was also shoving the 16 out front behind Aaron Ryan, or in front of Aaron Ryan here. 2 laps to go, and now everybody's going to have to pretty much, pull their straps on tight and hold on to your butts. That's what we're seeing. That's Jess's favorite words. Hold on to your butt. We're going. 16-7, 95, the 25 of Jordan Lane. Might be able to back up here just a little bit and get a run. We'll see. We'll make this happen. Ryan to the outside. Not quite clear. White flag waves. Final lap in this second of the 20 lappers. 80 lap feature coming up. 25. Big shove to the 7. Teammates up on the outside. We'll see if Zukic, see if Zook can get himself any kind of momentum here on the back straightaway. Right there behind the 55. Side-by-side racing from Aaron Ryan and the 16 of Andrew on the bottom side. Jordan Lane has a good bumpity bump from the 7, 25-35. The AR audio team working together. This is what you're going to need out of this one. 25 down. I'm sorry, 25 up, 7 down, 35 in tow. Josh Barr. Can he get anything? Oh, Aaron Ryan gets turned a little bit there. Beauclair trying to hold on to the inside. 16 is going to get turned. 35 is going to win. I'm sorry, 95 is going to win. Christian Beauclair. Andrew was on the back bumper of everything that was happening there, and he had a driver on the back bumper of him trying to shove him into the corner, but it was just a bad feeling there. 25 went to the outside. Ooh, yeah, just trying to clear it out. All right, that is how it goes. That is going to be your live race results. That's what we're going to see. We're going to show that up here in just a moment once it clears out. Go Bar from Joey. That's awesome. I like you cheering on your drivers there, folks. That is important to me. Cheer your drivers on. So it'll be Christian Beauclair, the 95. Andrew Scrotenborg is going to finish in second. Jordan Lane third. Excuse me. Thank you. Josh Barr is going to finish fourth. Beauclair fifth. Aaron Ryan sixth. Zukic seventh. RB Turner will be eighth. And then of course Brandon didn't start in the heats, but he's good. All right, back to it again. That's what we're talking about, right? Starting grid, 16:05, giving you all the action here for that one. Grijalva is going to be your pole sitter. Christian Beauclair is going to be your outside pole sitter. David Scrotenbauer is going to be out there, row number 2. Jeremy Daniel, Jordan Lane, row number 3. Andrew Davis, Josh Barr, row number 4. Zach Thompson, Michael Boisvert is going to be out there, row number 5. Cornette to Aaron Ryan, row number 6. Row 7 will be Russell Olivero and Justin Zukic. The Zook ready to go from that 7th spot back on the outside lane. Michael Daniels, RB Turner for row number 8. Lee Watson, Brandon Musarella. Hopefully we'll be able to see every driver in here as this one it works out. 18 drivers in this race. Grijalva ready to rock and roll. All right, the way this one's going to work out is going to be an 85 lap feature here. Going to be good. It's going to be insane. Oh, something happened to Grijalva. Where's Joe? Oh, no. Did Joe DC? Man, oh, man. Grijalva, not you, sir. Thank you, though. Great to see you, too, Mr. Dinger. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Thank you so much, sir. Grijalva, not you, Joey 5. I appreciate you, though, man. Grijalva, not on pit road. I wonder if he had a connection issue there. David Minute will slide up one spot, though, so he'll take up on the inside. Take that up on the inside. Beauclair still in the outside lane as they will pace around here. We're going to see a couple of drivers ready to rock and roll. Man, oh, man. about some good racing. That's what we're going to see. Always a good time on iRacing. Go to iRacing.com. Use Josh Bar 3 as Joshua Bar 3 as your referred driver. That's who we selected because it was just in the 9th spot. That's all I did. All I did was just have it on my notes. Whoever's going to be in that 9th spot when I said it was going to be the driver. So Joshua Bar 3 is going to be the driver you're going to refer. If you haven't signed up for iRacing today, iRacing is your platform for sim racing. Go to iRacing.com. Click on create new account, get your monthly subscription, and your monthly subscription, you can save some money. But also, if you refer another driver and you get out there and you pay for your monthly subscription, it also goes to the advantage of sending some extra money over to the drivers to help buy cars, tracks, or maybe put up some hosted races. Whatever you want to see with it, I encourage you to do it. We're going to be off tomorrow night. Normally we have dirt racing tomorrow night, but you know what? It's all good. It'll be good. How about it? Pitter patter. Let's get at it. Let's go. We're green. Through the gears they go, and we're going to go to the sounds of iRacing right now. Little separation happening here for some of the teams. Again, 75% fuel. They're going to put this pit strategy somewhere around 35 to 42 and a half, 43, depending on the full fuel cycle. I know the Cup cars get a lot more fuel, but 75% still can you make it on one pit stop? Now, barring a caution, That'll change some things if they do. Fuel is going to be the absolute concern for all of the drivers. But keeping up into the draft and having teammates to work with as we're on board Jordan Lane here, it'll be exactly what you see. Here's the banking, getting it into the corner as all of these drivers go to work. Boyle Construction, Bistro on board. And this has worked out. Aaron Ryan just behind a 33. The AR audio team working together. I'm glad that they did that with their paint schemes. I'm going to tell you why, because being able to see who's looking on these draft tracks, seeing who's in a similar paint scheme kind of lets me know who's going to be where and who's doing what. You see a smattering of other drivers out there and just random paint schemes. Those drivers are pretty much going to have to team up because all the other drivers have teammates. We're fastest lap last time by 46.84. This time by Scroden board 46.10. Those 16 running 203 miles an hour. Check the dashboard here as they get into the corner. 190, 191. Out of the throttles, big and huge. Managing the pace and managing the race line. Michael Daniels is going to be back here kind of by himself. He is going to be about 10 miles an hour slower than the field right now, just not being able to be in the draft, but is just off the lead lap. So we'll see how that's going to fare out for him. Jeremy Daniel is your race leader, but the 33 with a big run on the outside. Huge momentum as Andrew Davis brings the 3-car pack to themselves. You get one driver back there that is kind of just laying back. It's going to be Jordan Lane. He's just trying to work his way forward. If he can get himself up there, he'll be just fine. A lot of drivers running up near the wall here. We're going to be able to carry the most momentum on corner exit with the downhill slope. The corners, you see it right there. It's a great shot of the corners. Getting out of turn 2 and out of turn 4, there's a whole lot to be said for the... Oh, man. Could be a caution here. It is going to be one as the 59 and the 55 collect each other. As Boyer and Musarella get involved in the first one. Here's what happened. Man, oh man. This was just a checkup gone wrong. Now the head of steam just, didn't anticipate the slowdown from the 55, and that just freed him up, and just a lot to be said. So time to take our time. So everybody should be able to lead lap. Grijalva, the only driver not there, which is a shame. I hate it. I hate it for Grijalva. It's not because I didn't want to put his driver cam up. I promise you. Andrew Davis is going to be your race leader. Aaron Ryan, entry score board is going to be your top 3 bar. Daniel, your top 5. So yeah, that's it's only the only reason why I didn't put the driver cam up is because I would have had to have done the edit on the main screen without having to be able to showcase anything or show anything. So I don't mind the portrait view. I have to rotate it, then make sure that it fits where it's supposed to, like everybody else's does, and that takes some fine tuning. And I do it each time. There's a couple of people that do that just because a lot of people use their phone as their camera instead of a webcam, which is another convenient thing that we can do. So, those things kind of happen. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Yeah, he's going to have to come to pit road. That's the 55. Brendan Musarella going to have some nose damage. Might consider coming to pit road. Some drivers might stay out here though with the intent to just to stay out. But we'll see. Like RB Turner coming to pit road. RB's on pit road. Jeremy Daniel coming to pit road with a loud pedal. Asylum drivers. Fuel is the biggest thing. If they can get 5 or 6 laps of extra fuel, they can take this to a 1 pit stop race and not really have to worry about it. Fuel strategy is the coolest. Thank you to Dinger. Thank you to everybody watching out there. Thank you to everybody on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook. We appreciate it. As always, Daytona is a tough track. One of the toughest. Lately, it's just been real dicey. We like it. Got to dig at the paint schemes for the super speedway for the drivers. A little Mountain Dew action on Andrew Davis, Aaron Ryan, a little Napa Auto. Andrew's got a little Boyle Construction, which is going to bring you your caution here. That's what it is. Josh Barr just behind. Again, the Buffalo Trace on board with that one. Still running the similar paint scheme to his teammates. Zook back here at the Bistro. 1605. Again, I like the name 1605 because they're located at 1605 North Main Street there in High Point, North Carolina. That's awesome. A little Boyle Construction on again. 16. Digging it. I'm digging it. Lee Watson back here. Or the good wrench, old homage with the 00. We like the Tasmanian Devil paint schemes. It's a classic. There's a little Quicksilver designed for David, and right behind him, little Fuel Racing right there, I do believe. Chris Cornett back here as well, part of the LPA team. Jeremy Daniel, part of the LPA team. And then Jordan Lane trying to catch back up there to the front with his AR Audio Racing team. Russell back here in one of my favorite paint schemes because his YouTube channel is just killer. So you can follow Russell as well. All the cool things he does. Mike Daniels able to catch back up with the Mr. Clean paint scheme. He is going to be restarting back here, having a good time. There's Zach Thompson of the 81. Going to run a little Martin Truex paint scheme, little 8-1 on the number. We appreciate that. I'm a fan. Here's RB Turner in the 02. We'll see Christian Boyclair in the 95. Beauvair coming off pit road. Instead of taking the fast repair, just get the right front worked on, because there's a possibility that this thing might see another caution. If it doesn't see another caution, well then, as long as he can keep up in the draft, that's going to be the big factor, because then, he can probably take a fast repair later on. 7 laps complete. Will be 8 complete this time by when we go back to Green Flag Racing. An 85 lap race. Working hard for their money. Man. We got some sad news in the Signature Esports world. We watched Heart to Heart Racing last night. And you heard a lot of people talking about Bones, and Bones is a member. One has been a member of our community, but also a member of the Heart to Heart Racing family for since it started, years ago. But we've gotten to know Bones, and we've gotten to be close with the Heart to Heart family. We've gotten to be close with all the drivers over there. And Bones has been going through some health conditions. And a couple of weeks ago, we did a charity race to benefit him where we raised $1,300 to help with his medical bills. But sadly, last night, Bones lost his life. He passed away. And I saw the news earlier and been kind of swallowing it up a little bit. So Bones, I know that you're in a better place as we go back green flag racing here. But I will say, Bones, that you're going to be missed by the community. I was willing to drive to you and put a controller in your hand just to be able to have you race with these gentlemen one more time. And now you're in the big race car, the racetrack in the sky, and you're going to be missed, brother. Much love to you. I hope that you prayers for you and your family, and of course, my heart sinks today. For Bones and for Joe Flash, and that was Robert Peters was his name. We called him Bones. He's going to be missed. He was a big part of our community over the last year and a half, almost 2 years, being able to call races with him in it. When he got ill, it was a sad day to hear that he got ill, but we thought there's a possibility that he was going to be able to get better. And last night he lost his battle, but he's out there battling with other drivers, other greats. We are at it, Andrew Davis, lap 10 of 85. I care about my community a lot, folks. They're 3 wide there. David Ament trying to muscle his way there. It's going to be left high and dry. As right now, the 16 of the 2, Zook trying to hold on to that 16. But I tell you what, if they don't drop down, we'll see what Andrew Davis will be able to do here with his teammate to the outside. Barr going to be able to clean up as well. Zook, we'll see it. Barr with a big head of steam. I thought Barr was going to be able to see that happen. There's the 88 of Chris Cornett on the bottom side as well. Big bump from Andrew Davis to the back bumper of Ryan. He saw that speed coming into the corner, and just basically said, "Here you go." These cars can overheat and do overheat. Zook trying to push the 16s. Rodenborg working. Andrew Davis holding on. You can see how tensed up drivers get. You got to keep your elbows relaxed. Everybody putting on a show. That's for darn sure. Andrew Davis. That is that guy right there. Cockpit. Ew. He is getting to the back bumper of him. Big bump. Bam. First race for points here. Chris Cornett just behind. Cornett was last season's champion. Been able to hold on to what he has and doing a great job of that as well. I think Chris is back here in one of these cameras. That's not Chris. A little flick of speed here out of the drivers. You see just how much the hands work. These cars are just like what you see on the stock cars. Drivers are having to work the wheel, work the throttle, work everything they have going on. As Cornett, there he is, goes to the outside. Cornett pull up to pull his teammate of Jeremy Daniel. Well, Alex Bowman t-shirt on that driver that you see out there. Oh, baby, hold on to it. We'll cycle through. All the work on this track you could ever ask for. Everybody putting the time and energy in. 88 drops down. There's Zook. Zook might be back here. He is right back here behind the 16. They had a head of steam earlier. They got to work together. So Boyle and Bistro, those two are working together. Andrew Skrotenboer and Justin Zukic. So those two are going to be working together. We'll see if they're going to be able to get to the outside of the 5 of Jeremy Daniel. Not going to be able to. They're going to have to settle in behind, and the 5 can do. 16 there to side draft as we see Zook try to hold on. 14 laps in. Again, green flag pit stops are going to be massive for any one of these drivers. Aaron Ryan leading Andrew Davis and David in the 99. Drivers trying to cycle together. Chris Cornett and the 5 of Jeremy Daniel versus the 2 LPA teams. And you'll see the 02 of RV Turner right back here. Ooh, 16 down to the 00. 16 gets sent sideways. He is into the inside wall barrier. And he has a single car spin. Needs to get back up and running. Man, oh man. 00. But Lee Watson off track as well. Oh, I think just a bad bump there. Same thing happened again. Good push from the 2. Gets to the back bumper. Push, 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 push. And just comes down a little bit. I'm not sure if he got bumped down or if he just started to turn down. Andrew, a little left front damage. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll come to pit road. See if he's going to be able to keep that Boyle Construction car rolling. Whoa, big check up there. 62 Olivero. Shoved all the way out front. And not quite clear of Aaron Ryan. They all have to cycle back together. 2.5 back's going to be Josh Barr. He's pulling the 00 with him. As that group kind of got separated a little bit. 25 trying to get to his teammate. 35 up the race line trying to pull his teammate. Lee Watson out of the bottom side. So you can see the 35 and the 25 trying to work together. And just behind those drivers, Zach Thompson in the 81 leading this pack as they try to get organized. Caution comes out. Zukic off the racing surface. We'll have to see what happened there. Man, oh man. What happened to Zook here? This is a push from up front. This is out of turn 2. 5 in the 88. Cornett. Oh, just a hook. Just a little bit of a hook. Oh, man, ping pong. Jeremy Daniel got freed up there. This is what we've been seeing out of Daytona. Daytona has been showing freeness and I mean, it's snappy free. Jeremy Daniel frees up the 88. Netcode does that. That's crazy. So they minimize the damage here. Watch this. So freeze up here. Watch the 88 gets into the wall. Cornett torn right front. But watch the bam right there. That was netcode. The 5 should have been able to continue straight. But I think the 88 was planted against the wall, and I think maybe the simulator thought that he was going to bounce again, but he held on to it. Bam, right there, netcode. Down to the 62 and the 7, they were able to hold on to it. And then the 5, just from there, bam, bam. And the 2 gets airborne. Dang. Dang, oh dang. Zook. I mean, just out of nowhere. Watch this happen right here. They go low to avoid, and all of a sudden, whoa! Just the flaps are doing their job. Able But hold on for fifth gear. All right, drivers on pit road. Russell Olivero is going to be your race leader. Keep it on 6. 18 for Aaron Ryan. So he's going to cycle back out here as we go. Continuing to progress forward and do what you got to do. Good little work. Thank you for the likes. Thank you to the new members. Thank you to everybody being out there. It does help. Appreciate you. Daytona's fun. Circuit of the Americas tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, for next week, for next Sunday. That stream is already scheduled. And if you folks could do so and be so kind, I encourage you to make sure that you go and check out all the live streams that we scheduled. We've got this week's already scheduled. Monday, we normally have a Herd Series, but they're off this week. Tuesday, we were supposed to be off as well. But my schedule changed, so I will be calling the Tuesday race for Chop Shop. I was going to have somebody call it in my stead, but it was still going to be on our platform, but regardless, it'll still be there. So we'll continue to make that happen. Then outside of that, where are we going from there? Wednesday, WBD Diecast. So Tuesday in the Truck Series, they're going to be at... Lord, I can't remember, and I just made all this stuff. Where are we going to be at Tuesday? Hold on to the night. Truck Series, Atlanta. They're going to be at Atlanta. I should have known that one because that was the one race I was going to be missing. Atlanta 16 is going to be your lucky dog here. Free pass for Andrew. He should be able to be back on the lead lap now. Should have been released earlier, so we'll see. Russell Olivero is going to be your race leader. And then from there will be Wednesday night, Las Vegas with the WBD Diecast Truck Series. Thursday, we're going to be off. Friday, back with the Cup Series for Chop Shop Racing. They're going to be having their championship race on Friday. They're going to be at Homestead Miami Speedway. Final race of the round of 8. 8 drivers competing for that championship. And if you know anything about Homestead, anything can happen. And everybody right now is chasing Nathan Bigart. And then Saturday, back with the Heart to Heart Truck Series. They're going to be at Bristol. Daytona was a tough race last night. Just kind of with everything going on with Heart to Heart, with this, the emotions high. And, they ran 120 laps last night. It's a 300-mile race. And that's a tough thing to do. And the trucks were just not cooperating last night. They got so free that it just kind of they just kind of showed up, and the trucks were just not what you expected it to be. So for those drivers, I would say the racing was great at times and was a good broadcast, and we saw some heavy bumps that just would not normally free up a truck, and did. And it just made the night hard for the drivers. So, but it was a good race, and Heart to Heart's a great league. So they're going to be back next Saturday. But Friday night after Chop Shop Racing Truck Series Chop Shop Racing Cup Series is championship. We do have the Sim 500 Midnight Thunder Series that we do at 11 p.m. Eastern. They're at Talladega, and they're going to be in the Gen 6 car this week. They're at Talladega every week, but the car changes every week, so it's going to be a ton of fun to watch. All right, Russell, Ryan, Davis, David Ament, green flag. Big head of steam. This is good team racing here because these drivers are trying to get around, get to each other, but also get back around to where the drivers are comfortable with and running with. And right now the 7 has the 99 in tow, and 4 of the AR Audio teammates are right there. A lot of drivers out there trying to not be single-minded. 88 to the bottom side. Chris Cornett driving down in. That's the 33 onto the inside of the 62. Russell Olivero dropping back here. Aaron Ryan up 11 at the start of this one. David Event's going to be up 1 right behind him. So we'll see how this little 4-car pack does well. Josh Barr behind the 33 of Andrew Davis back here. These two can team up. The 1 and the 62 can team up as well. Mike Daniels up here. He's going to have a good push happening with he and Russell. Good little super speedway action. Aaron Ryan out front, 99 in tow. Again, This is a ride situation. They do have to, they will have to come to pit road for fuel at least one more time because we're 63 laps to go and they cannot make it on fuel. 99, big push, Quicksilver. David Ament doing a great job of holding on to that bottom side. Loud pedal on the back bumper of the 88. Right now, Josh Barr, Jordan Lane, they're trying to go places. 16 back to the inside. Scrodenborg holding on. Scrodenborg off the bottom side of that yellow line. You got to be careful in that front straightaway. That front straightaway will knock you loose faster than the Tooth Fairy. And it'll chatter your wheel. It'll chatter you, and it becomes difficult to hold on to. A lot to be said for the drivers as they continue to push. 23 of 85, and as they do, I'll give you a little countdown of green stuff, my little music that I put up. Let these drivers go on. A big hype from the Budgie Bird. We'll be right back. We'll check on that littleness. Caution back out here as we appreciate everybody being out. A little music to go along with a little bit of that, a little bit of the caution, a little bit of everything that happens here. Let's take a look. There was a bump going the wrong direction. I'm going to take a look here. We'll hit that far chase mode, which I love, and I appreciate iRacing having this view. You know, that could have been saved. Little net code. Now, there's a 2 and the 55 working together right there. It's Michael right here. Just a little check up. Little bump, back bumper. freed up. Up there, gets into the wall. Then comes back down, able to save it off the wall. And then this happens right here. Little net code. And then boom, 16 turns up, nose into the corner, 62 into the back bumper as well. And then all of a sudden, 62 into the O2 of RB Turner. 81, able to skirt on by, just barely. And we'll see. I don't think anything else happened there, so everybody else was able to make it just fine. Drivers coming to pit road. That's going to happen, right? Time for me this second. He just lands in RB's lap. Hold on. RB, he goes out and yeah, just in his lap. Anyway, things happen. Jordan Lane's your race leader. Josh Barr in second. Mussarella's going to be in third. Brandon, after not being able to be in that first part, settles in. Up 15 spots. Andrew Davis is going to be in fourth. David Ammont's going to be in fifth here. Zook is holding on to that car. Was able to be just fine. The checkups just become super, super, super real. Now, Jimmy Daniel coming off pit road. RB should already be off pit road. We'll see after how that car's looking. He should be fine. Does look like we've seen a lot of drivers come to pit road and do exactly what they need to do here. Clear coming off pit road. Got a minute 6 of that damage taken care of. So far, so good. Not bad. Third caution of the race. Thank you, Budgie. I appreciate the hydrate. Opportunity can knock for everybody. Man, oh man. But a good race. So far, a good race. Good 220 lappers that happened earlier. Similar to what you see in the Clash or the Bash at Daytona. Now they're out there and going for all the marbles. Jordan Lane, your race leader, are on the outside. Musarella, Andrew Davis. They're in that second row. We'll see how. Or David Emmett on the outside. And then Andrew Davis and then the one of Mike Daniels. Field's got to just pack itself back up and it'll be good to go, right? The way I see it. Look at all the drivers, look at everybody out there. I appreciate kind of just everything that has come to fruition. I thank you for all the views and all the folks that have put out there. We are trying to get to 1,000 followers on Twitch, so if you haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button for me. Close to the 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. A couple hundred away from that, but getting close. That's a goal of mine. And then still working on those 20,000 followers on Facebook. Facebook gaming is just kind of fell off. Weird. Used to be very competitive between all three platforms. Now we're just doing what we can. 25, 35, 5999, 33, and the 1. 2, 880, the double lot, and the 62 Russell Lavero up here as well. And the fast repairs coming in clutch for a couple of the drivers. The sun is setting here on the sky. It's going to be huge when it comes to any kind of momentum you're going to see. Man, oh man. You're going to do it again. Back at it. Green flag. Great restart for the 25. 35 should be able to slide back down. He is across the start-finish line. He is. He's going to be able to get there with his teammate. 5'9's not going to be able to go anywhere just yet. He is going to be able to ease his way in front of the 99, but they're there to ride. Andrew Davis is the 2 behind. Quickly single file. Aaron Ryan jumping a pit road. Let's see what happened to Aaron. He is just going to be a lap down, but he's going to be way off the pace here. I wonder if he lost connection. Yeah. Looks to be as such. I'm not quite sure. They're up to speed, though. 25, 35, 33. Bistro, 1605. And then, of course, Boyle Construction. Again, part of the platform here for the iRacing series. iRacing League. Apologies. I keep calling it series. It's they're titled the iRacing League. That is, that's what I need to. I just need to get that in my vernacular. 25, 35, 33. Here's the two to the inside. Big toe for the 88 right behind him. Chris Cornett on board. The LPA again. Lee Watson rolling. RB, just trying to take it easy. If you're sitting with your team and you're talking to your team, do you just, and you folks, excuse me, do you tell me, would you rather just try to avoid the headache and keep the ride going, keep it green? Or would you like to see a couple of cautions in a race? 35 to the back bumper to the 25. These cars will blow up. The air moves through the center of the radiator. And you've got to, it's not like before where it was a big wide opening. This is a much narrower opening than, a much more narrow opening than what is, what it was from before with the Gen 6 car. And you can see just right there on that, right above that front diffuser, where that splitter sits, rectangle area on the cars. It's very prominent on the Chevys, similar to the Fords. The opening might have 4 grates there, but those grates, they go down to a very, 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 very small. I think it's like 6 to 8 inches is what it funnels into, and it goes into the engine. It gets put over the engine and through the car as well. There's a lot of ducting that helps try to keep the whole car clean and cool. But yeah, Russell Olivero back here off one. Jeremy Daniel back here with him as well. They come down to the bank straightaway. Drivers working on trying to make that race pace exactly what it needs to be. 33 of 85. We're going to be about 52 laps to go this time by. Not good racing. And just enough drivers to make it interesting, right? Sometimes in super speedways, you can get a lot of drivers that's just too much, right? But then you can get some drivers that are just when it can be just a little bit too, it can be a little bit too much sometimes. We'll see. Aaron Ryan in 17, Grijalva unable to start, but able to get some timing in there. In Circuit of the Americas next week, we'll see the Road Series coming into play. Lee Watson to the outside of the two of Zukic. Zook, just riding. Who's his teammate? 16. Back in the pack, Scotenborg. Just trying to hold on and keep the car clean for as long as possible. Try to avoid anything that can go wrong right now. He does have the 95 of Beauclair behind, in front of him. Christian driving the Ford. One Toyota in today's race. It's going to be Zach Thompson. He's a lone wolf out there. Several Chevys, several Fords. Ford's the dominant manufacturer, one of the dominant manufacturers when it comes to super speedway racing or the restrictor plate style racing. They always qualify well. Ford won today. Joey Logano getting the win. My driver, Kyle Larson, out with I don't know if it was a flat tire or whatever happened, but he had a hard lick there early right before the end of the stage. He's going to have his hands full when it comes to trying to battle back for the championship. But Logano getting the win today was kind of cool to see. I was kind of rooting for our boy Daniel Suarez there, and of course Kyle Busch. I've never really been a Busch fan through my career, but I will tell you I'm an RCR fan, and I have been an RCR fan. But I will say that I kind of want to see the streak live on. I want to see him get, at least a win a season every 20 years for over 20 years. That's a goal that I think it would be great. It'd be great to see him do it. And hopefully he's still got one of those races in him over the course of the next couple of weeks. So we'll see how he does it. They go to Watkins Glen next week for the NASCAR Cup Series. Then from there, they're going to go to the where are they at? Bristol. I think they're at Bristol for the fall race. That's the track that I wish I could be at. 'Cause that was the plan, but Jess has got her surgery coming up. Lee Watson making ground there with one of Mike Daniels to his rear bumper. Up into the corner. Side draft for the 0-0. He's been able to make this work. There's a lot of separation between these drivers there on his inside. Ooh, two. The 0-0. Got to hold on to each other there. 5-9 of Musarella up 11. Those biggest movers of the race is going to be Lee Watson and Musarella. And now Aaron Ryan needing a caution. He was out there by his lonesome. He's got that song, I'm so lonely on my own, happening to him. Let's see if his teammates will pick him up here. Barr. Jordan Lane. Jordan Lane leading. Barr second. Davis is going to be third. Zook in fourth. David Emmett's going to be in fifth. Muscarella in sixth. Up 12. Just doing what he can. Right now, single file racing. Kind of where it needs to be. You know, a lot of people want to see the 2 and 3 wide, but you definitely want to see this racetrack just kind of do what it does. Music is my way of coping with life, folks. We're 9 years in the Army, and music is my thing. I know a lot of weird music. I'm not a very good singer, but music is my thing. I like music. I like the quips and the things you can do with it. You can take almost any song lyric and apply it to a statement, and I think it's just a unique thing that I like to do. So I appreciate it. Jordan Lane, Josh Barr, Andrew Davis. Little wiggles back here. Some of the drivers stepping out of lane. Drivers stepping out to set themselves up for a corner. That was what the one was doing there. Mike Daniels up into it. Freebird. That's pretty much what you get with all of these fine folks. Can't see it. Can't sing it. But whenever one of these drivers ends up on their lid, they will be as free as a bird now. 25, 35, 33 to 99. And part of it is the background in broadcasting and radio that I've been with commercials and commercial style radio and media. That's some of my background. So, but yeah, music is how I cope. That's how I cope with life and stress and anything that would be PTSD or PTSD related. And Ryan's still off the speed. He gave up the inside lane. Didn't have to. He probably could have went to the outside lane. They were pretty single file. He would have been able to pick up the draft and still be able to stay up to speed. But he's going to be 2 laps down now. All of the entertainment. All of the process. And definitely no Freebird. We're about halfway through this one. Green flag pit stop should come in about between the next 10 to 15 laps. We'll see if any of the drivers will peel off or if they get to the point where they can just make it on fuel. 75% fuel in the cars. One changes the strategy, changes the weight, makes these cars do just that. If you're out there watching, you see in chat everywhere is basically you can see everybody's chat. Not all the chat goes back into each other's chat like it was with the Restream bot that I had. So again, we always say, be good, be safe, be kind. Just make sure that you guys are kind to one another because that is huge for our platform. A little separation here, but RB Turner and Zach Thompson having a good time. There's boy there in front of him. RB does have Chris Cornett right behind him. Cornett needs he's just keep himself right there. I think that's where he needs to be. Right behind him, Scrotenboer has Beauclair in front of him. Good chance to work together for some of these Fords. If they're manufacturer dependent, that's going to be huge. But, it is what it is. Just over halfway, and as they do it, Budgie said hydrate. I did not hydrate. I'm going to hydrate. I'm going to rest the voice for a moment as they kind of just, they just run. They're just running. That's what they need to do. Just run. I'll vocally be right back with you in just a moment. Appreciate everybody. Make sure you check out the Bistro if you're in North Carolina. Of course, if you're out there in Pennsylvania, you need Boyle Construction. Yes, I am. Sitting here talking to you folks, and I'm sitting here muted. That's crazy. Yeah, I could mess up a lot of things. There's good things happening here. We just watched it all happen. Jordan Lane, Josh Barr, Andrew Davis, Mike Daniels, R.B. Turner, all coming off those green flag pit stops. I was cycling around and talking to everybody what was going on. A wall tap for the one there. He got hard in the wall. A lot of soaking up, and right now the 88 of Cornette sits 6th. Came out about 5.5 seconds ahead. Thank you, Budgie, for the 7 months, dear. Much love to you.
Much love, Jason.
Thank you, Budgie. I appreciate you. It's awkward. I'm sitting here talking and enjoying the race and doing what I've got doing, and I've got a button pressed. I've got a stream deck, folks, and every once in a while, you go and you don't look down. You just start talking, you start calling the race, and you just kind of enjoy what's happening. And you don't pay attention. How about Muscarella and Lee Watson trying to work together? Olivero has a little 4-pack of drivers as the 81 of Zach Thompson tries to close in. They got about 6.5 seconds to try to close back into Jordan Lane. 6.3 seconds as the relative would be, 6.4. And this little 8 or 9 car pack right here, 10 cars, I do believe. Boisvert is right. Yeah, he's going to be right there with the 81 of Zach Thompson. So 9 cars. Christian Beauclair back here in that 95, sees the 99 rolling. We're under 30 laps to go, 28 this time by. Jordan Lane working, 25, 35, 33. One of Daniels, R.B. Turner. Both these drivers up 11 spots. Zook is going to be up 7. Ornette just ahead of him is going to be up 5. Chris Cornette hopefully took enough fuel to be able to make it toward the end. It's one of the things that you've got to be prepared for. The extra couple of laps just in case you get a green-white checkered, just in case a late race caution comes out. And you want to hold on to track position because track position matters here, folks. Just like you see in the real world, it matters to all of them. A little bit of separation there in the first and second pack. We should be able to be closed back down. Try to get on board with the 88 of Cornette, 6th spot for him. You'll see a little bit more organized ahead of him. 6 cars can win against 4 cars. One of the things that is going on up here is that we do have the 7 up there to help this group move forward. He might be a couple of laps down, but he's there to help. Scrivenbor in the 16. Off the pace right now. Green flag pit stops are big separation, are a big separator on the racetrack. It's going to be insane to see how this season progresses. They have a long race schedule, and we absolutely love to see these drivers put their time and energy together. Again, apologies about the late race start there. Apologies about the personal life. Sometimes personal life is going to get in the way of calling races sometimes, but it's been the first time. It's the first time homework has been a factor of it. So, and normally I'd have more of a heads up, and it was just what it is. So again, apologies to the league, apologies to the drivers for exactly what happened to get this race started. But I will tell you that it's been fun. It's been a good race so far, and everybody has been attuned to what's happening. 25 laps to go here as these drivers work. 25, 35, 33. You're 1, 2, 3 right now. Mike Daniels right back on board. Little Taylor Plumbing Inc. Little Joker action. See the Joker back here. Nice job. Little right front. All the Mr. Clean Mobile. Thompson back here does have a group of drivers behind him. We almost need a caution. Rivera, Jeremy Daniel, Russell Olivero, all right there. Muscarella. As Watson right behind him as well. These two trying to work together, trying to close back in. 16.7. Say it's so hard to close in over the time that you need. There's a lot of time left in this race. 4 seconds separate Zukic, David Emmett, 5 seconds closing these drivers down to that group. And right now, that front six, front five, front six, right here, Harvey Turner, tail end of this group, they're doing just fine. They can keep it rolling forward. They're going to have a battle between each other. Zook and Emmett, this group right here, they really, really, really need to be close and get organized. Cornette behind. 4.6 and trying to close in. 23 laps to go. You see right there, Zook giving up a lot of that bottom of the racetrack. Little wobble back here from the 95. Corner exit needs to be cleaner and closer with the 99 if they're going to be able to catch up to these front five. Cornette in ninth here, up two. Had the best pit stop of all the drivers, but somehow, some way, fell off the pace. Was unable to keep himself close enough to those drivers ahead. Emmett needs to close into the two. Budgie, thank you for the 500 biddies. I appreciate you, dear. Much love to you.
Budgie Bird 5 sent 500 bits.
So says Brian. Brian is the voice of reason, just so everybody knows. Thank you, dear. I appreciate the 500 biddies. 500 bits on the table says, bam, 5.3 second deficit here. Zach Thompson carrying the second group around. They're catching. They're 3.6 back from Chris Cornette. This group right here, they're going the wrong way. They pretty well need, if they're going to try to put all 8 of these cars together, they need to do it now, because they're losing a ton of ground. Zook in sixth here, 99-95. Jeremy Daniel back in the mix as well. This group doing a great job of playing catch-up. They're actually running, their lap times are pretty comparable to the leaders, but the leaders last time, 47.75. About a half a second a lap off. And they need this group to get organized. Jordan Lane, Josh Barr, Andrew Davis, keeping it close. It's one of the things that we're seeing out of these cars. They're keeping them close. Little bumps into the corner, little bumps into the straightaway. Separation there for the 35. You see how far he gets the 25 out there, right? He gets back in, settles in, just continues to try to run away. 7.8 seconds as they continue to run. Zook now has the 99. And this little four-pack not working very well together at all right now. But they're going to have some company very soon. Zach Thompson on board. Watch this one. Right behind him, Beauvais, giving him enough room to close in. Goodenborg coming to pit road in the number 16. Going to be a lap down now. Lee Watson, Muscarella, 25 seconds off the pace. This group is catching that second group. The lead pack pulling away. Zach Thompson needing some help here. 5 to the back bumper. That's Jeremy Daniel. They're catching that second pack. If they can get organized enough, they have 18 laps to be able to close in some of that gap. Right now, 17.92 the lap times. They're about a second and a quarter off by pace from this group to this group. $18 laps to go. Momentum on the side of everybody. In Circuit of the Americas next week. Toyota's going to be on board. The Texas track Josh Barr is going to be in second. Andrew Davis in third. Mike Daniels in fourth. R.B. Turner holding back and doing what he can here with the number 7 car in front of him. Zook in sixth. A lot of separation between those drivers. The 99, David Emmett and Zukic, they have the rating to be able to push each other to the front here. Christian Beauclair needs to get back in there. 12 seconds now, the gap, or almost to it. Now opportunity for any one of these drivers to get themselves organized enough to be in the group. Look at that. Here's the difference. Separation between the drivers. These drivers have a lot of gap. These drivers right here, the top 3 keeping each other close. 35 keeping the 25 close. There's Andrew Davis in third, right behind. He's close enough to not have that much separation. Mike Daniels down here doing just that. That's how you lose the pack. $13 and some change. Zook needing some help here. They have the bigger pack. They have the bigger line. They just need the race to work to their advantage. Chris Cornett settled in. Needs himself a Chevy here. He's going to have his teammate not far off. Jeremy Daniel back here, 1541 I-rated driver. Chris Cornett, 2208. He can work with somebody here. Those two should try to link up here and maybe try to get close to each other and put themselves in a positive mindset here. We'll see how it works, though. They're trying to keep each other close. I know I'm saying this is what they should do, this is what they shouldn't do, this is, but I'm telling you, 15 seconds is manageable. Right now, you're letting one team run away with the field, and you've got strength in numbers right here. Everybody's kind of gotten together, but they're way, way off the pace. 15 and a half seconds. Running 1.7 seconds slower. I like underdog stories. I want to see this second group catch up. 14 laps to go. 16 seconds difference between the Zook and Jordan Lane and company. Lee Watson and the 00 back here with the 5.9. Gordon Borg came off pit road. He's out there by himself. Doing just fine, though. Aaron Ryan out there running with that lead pack, keeping everybody close. 7 gets a big enough run here. He might try to get to the back bumper, shove him a little bit closer. 13 laps to go. 17 and a half seconds. Out of the throttle. It needs to be in the throttle. Come on, David. Come on. Cornette trying to make up some ground here. They're going to try to pull Jeremy Daniel. I think there's a lot to be said here. 5, big head of steam on the outside. I mean, this is what we've been needing to see here. The second group is really, 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 really off the pace. Jeremy Daniel to the outside. 88's going to roll up with him. 62, Olivero. Trying to push where he can. 88 gives a lot of room here. To the outside. 5 to the outside. 62 trying to follow suit. .62 trying to push Daniel here. 21 and a half seconds. 11 laps to go. And 8 or 9 seconds, I thought it was going to be a factor. The 5 trying to be pushed by the 88, trying to give up the ground here. 62 not trying to let the teammates get together. '62 up the race line. 88's got to keep them close. 21.6 second deficit here. Is the 62 looking to go to the outside. 88 trying to peek to the bottom. Trying to figure out where he can go here. Keep him close. Now they're starting to catch. Barr coming to pit road. Now the green flag pit stop still happening here. Might be a save momentum, but I don't know. The fuel, they keep it on 53. The fuel is a 30-lap real sprint here. And the splash is going to be the biggest thing. These drivers might have been trying to save a little bit of fuel, but 10 laps is a lot of fuel to save. Barr, Davis, Lane leaving pit road. Splash and go is what we're seeing. Mike Daniels, your race leader. RB Turner is going to be in second here. And they get in and out of pit road cleanly. 16 just ahead. Scrotenborg trying to get back on the lead lap here. Going to be 2 laps down if the 1 passes him. Drivers coming off pit road. Be right behind a few of these drivers. Andrew Davis, Jordan Lane, Josh Barr. Going to be out there with, the 7 behind him. Michael Daniels leading. RB Turner, Jeremy Daniel. Jeremy Daniel trying to lead with the 62 down here. But Mike Daniels trying to hold on with 9 laps to go. Has the 16 ahead of him. RB Turner just behind him. Can they make it on fuel? That's the big question. Aaron Ryan came in with Josh Barr. Going to be Josh Barr's best friend right now. Because once this thing cycles, I mean, Andrew Davis is kind of left high and dry here. 59 to the 00. They have to come to pit road. They're trying to work on what they have. Boyer, Zach Thompson, Justin Zukic. Right now, trying to close back down. Chris Cornett holds on. A lot of fuel saving happening there, and that might have been exactly what was going on. I didn't think they could save 10 laps of fuel. You never know. I could have been wrong there, folks, and I like being wrong because I like fuel mileage. This is kind of cool. We'll see. Mike Daniels, RB Turner, they rode in the draft for the longest time. That lead has been stretched, and right now, Jeremy Daniel. This group, 7 laps to go, trying to close in to Mike and RB. Mike Daniels, RB Turner. 16, Scrotenborg's just ahead. Jordan Lane just behind. He's going to be a lap down all by himself. So from the lead, to being a lap down by himself, he had no help there when it came to teammates. Josh Barr, fuel only. So the team broke up. 6 to go. Russell in the 62 doing a great job of pushing Jeremy Daniel. Chris Cornett trying to back up the corner. Maybe save a little bit here. If he is now pushing hard or pushing too hard, we'll see if any of the drivers try to do so. 99 rolling with the 88. It's going to be able to close in. See what the run he gets here on the back straightaway. Buscarella looked like he was committing to pit lane, but did not. Lines the bottom side of that racetrack. He's a little bit free. He and the 00, Lee Watson, pretty much running side by side together, running by themselves. Andrew Davis trying to close into these guys. The 2.5 second deficit. It's hard to stare at. Josh Barr, the 35, season 7 behind him. Michael Daniels will make it 5 laps to go as he in the 02 trying to utilize some of the draft here. of the 16. I don't know if they're trying to save. 17 seconds the gap. Jeremy Daniel just ahead, and I'm banking that somebody was saving fuel here. So when I was criticizing the race, apologies to me. I didn't think it was that close. I thought they were absolutely going to have to pit. But hey, I like being wrong. I don't have the telemetry from inside the race cars anymore, folks. I just have the standard stuff that iRacing gives you. 5 is the one burning the most fuel right now. 62, a little free right there. It's going to be fine, though. Russell doing what he can to get to the back bumper. Cornette closing in. Drivers backing off. 4 laps to go for Michael Daniels. Behind the 16. 186 miles an hour, 178, 180. Really not running that hard. Running an average lap time. They want the shortest way around the racetrack. They're telling the 16, hey, run the bottom side. Because right now, running that high side is the longest way around this racetrack. That burns more fuel than running the bottom side. Where'd he go? 15 seconds the gap between these drivers. Corner exit. Russell trying to do something. Jeremy Daniel needs him to fall in line. Right now they're running 180s as well. Josh Barr back to 11th. He and Aaron are going to catch this group. But I don't know if they're going to be able to make up enough room here. 16 gives the line to him. I'd have been content. 1 bounces it off the bottom. 0-2 there. Jeremy Daniel, 15 and a half. RB Turner making the pass. RB needs the 16. 1 coming to pit road. Michael Daniels will pit with 2 laps to go for the final time. Needs a literal splash here. Zook coming to pit road. Man, oh man. RB Turner. Can he make it around one more time? He is by himself. Jeremy Daniel. He's the 62 and the 88. RB trying to make it happen. Can he do it? All by himself. I mean, as close as he can. White flag waves, final lap. RB Turner gonna need the 16 to be there. 13 seconds in closing. Jeremy Daniel in second. RB has a 12 and a half second. Will have a 12 and a half second lead on corner exit. And he make it on fuel. I'm watching this. I've got his dashboard up because I want to see if the speed chokes out at all. Lanes the lap down. RB Turner out of 3 and 4, 177. RB Turner can coast from here. RB Turner wins it on fuel. And he rode behind the main group. Wow. Congrats to RB Turner. Battle here now. Jeremy Daniel, Russell Olivero, David Ahmed, Christian Beauclair, Chris Cornette, Zach Thompson, Michael Boyer, Josh Barr will make it all the way up to 9th. Andrew Davis will no doubt finish 10th here. How about RB Turner, folks? How about that? See if we can burn it down now. How about them apples? I didn't even think it was a question of whether or not you could do it or not. RB did. RB made enough. He did enough. Congratulations to RB. He's going to try to burn it down before he runs out of fuel. Let's go to your feature results, your race results here. for the 85 lapper. RB Turner gets the victory. Jeremy Daniels second. Russell Olivero third. David Emmett, Christian Beauclair, your top five. Chris Cornett, Zach Thompson, Michael Boiver, Josh Barr, Andrew Davis is going to be your top 10. Daniels, Zukic, Lane, and then Lee Watson, Brandon Muscarella, Andrew Scrotenbor, Aaron Ryan, your top 17. Grijalva did run in the clashes, but was unable to get himself into the race. I don't know if he DC'd or something came up or something happened, but either way, it was good. Matt Franks redeemed a pole. Brad Dow, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. What's the poll? Thank you, Budgie. Did it not? What is it? Should have given you the option to put in what the poll should have been. Thank you for using your channel points, though. I appreciate that. I do have a community goal for channel points. I need to know your poll, man. Please let me know. And we'll do it. We'll put it up. Put it up for a couple of minutes. It's got to be appropriate, though. Come on now. You didn't put anything out there. Keep going, Lane. At least you know why I'm not responding to my texts. Why am I not responding to my texts? Oh, man. Schumacher, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we're going to talk to everybody. We'll just do that. Don't switch. Thank you. I don't know what was going on there. He's going to win it, though. RB Turner comes home in victory lane, stretching it out on fuel. I was concerned there for a moment because I saw everybody coming to pit road, and for a moment, I was like, is this going to be a fuel strategy race? And I was looking at that second group, and, about 10 laps ago, I started to see people coming to pit road, and I go, I've probably been wrong this entire time. They're probably all trying to save fuel. I didn't think it was that close.
Yeah, it was close. When I crossed the line, I had about a lap left, so I had just enough fuel to do a little burnout, and that was it.
That's okay though. It's okay. I mean, you were riding behind that first group. I mean, if you're the leader, you're going to burn the most fuel. Schumacher, yes, right. This one just this race just ended. It was a good race. It was timely. It was what it was. I saw such a big gap happening there. I was a little worried that I was really getting something wrong here. And I'm okay with being wrong. I like fuel strategy races. I mean, you win by 10 seconds, but
yeah,
you were out there by yourself for a hot minute.
Yeah. I was when I heard them coming to pit road, the 33 and the 7 and all those guys. I was really nervous. I luckily the one stayed out, and I could I was pretty much 3/4 throttle, if that. So I was able to save quite a bit, especially with everybody else in front of me. But after the one came, then my heart started pounding. I ain't gonna lie. It's still pounding pretty good. I might be halfway borderline scaring myself right now.
But the one thing that I was like with you and Daniels, I was like, they're best friends of the 16 right now if they are trying to save fuel.
My best friend was, so when I seen him come out, then I seen him blink right there for a second. He just kind of let us by, but I'll be honest, I really wish he hadn't,
Mm-hmm.
Especially when the one came in. I was actually trying to get the 16 to go by me, but I mean, it is what it is. I still had enough. It's good.
I mean, you had enough to just ride around and chill. So I'm glad this turned into a fuel strategy race. And I was like, because I mean, in the middle of this one, I was like, these guys are pushing really hard. They've got a huge gap right now. These guys are losing a ton of ground back here, but they're not organized. They're not close enough to keep that gap there. And then, I mean, a lot of it makes sense, but I mean, this race probably could have been closer, but I'm kind of glad for you. First actual points race of the season, you get the first win.
I know. I feel like I finished second like 4 times last year, so it's been kind of a long time coming. I'm a little bit I don't know what to say.
You know what? It matters. First race of the season, RB. You get to be the first person I get to say it for the first time officially. First and foremost, apology. I know I said it to everybody, but I'm going to say it anyway. Apologies about the 2-lap late start. That's not like me, but my daughter needed me, so
I'll say it's all good.
these things happen, but I don't want them to happen. But RB, much love.
Life can happen even for you, man. It is what it is.
I know. I mean, I am paid to be here, but I hate being late. I wear it like a badge of, I don't know, a weird badge. I hate being late. Really do.
Yeah.
Anywho, anyhow, anyway, first win, and you'll probably get top fan tomorrow with me. I know you'll be looking for that. It's you got like an 11-week streak going on, by the way. That's what
I hold it like a badge of honor, man.
I like it. All right, brother, give me shout outs, man. You got a victory here at Daytona.
Well, I'll start out. Shout out to you for the broadcast you put on. You do a fantastic job. Thank you to my mom and my dad, Christina, for watching. All my teammates, Russ, Jeremy, Chris Cornett, and I also want to. I know it doesn't mean. I don't know what it means necessarily to this league right here, but I want to give let everybody know Bones and his family and my thoughts and prayers, and it's a really sad situation, and I know it's not this league, but you know if anybody's watching or his family or you know, I just wanted to show my respect right there real quick.
Yeah. I know we talked about it earlier on this stream. I had to. I mean, Bones is he's going to be missed. He was a light in the Heart to Heart League, but he's also a light in our community. And it's we thought there was there was going to be a chance that he was going to be able to pull through what he was going through, and then it didn't happen. So it's a sad day.
Yeah, pretty heartbroken about it.
Yeah, I was too. I saw the news and I was like, you guys mean something to me. I know that we've none of other than like 3 or 4 of these sim racers. I don't meet you guys, but I get to know you guys. I get to know the leagues. I get to know the drivers, and you guys make a profound impact on my life and my family's life. And one of the things that I get, if something comes around, if something happens, like I wear you guys like brothers and sisters and family. So like this is
that's basically what we kind of turn into. You know what I mean?
So we're friends from a different kind of land, and it's the sim world. So RB, much love, man. Look forward to we got Coda next week, so that one's just gonna be about keeping it on the track.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like turning right, but I'll be there, for the points, and I'll do the best I can.
Tell you what, it's a tricky track, but it can be fun. It can be fun. I like it in the trucks.
I like driving the track. Okay, it's just I don't like racing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
around all the cars.
I can understand it. RB, much love, man. We'll chat with you next week and go look at the rest of your races this week.
Thank you, sir.
That is RB Turner. He comes home in Victory Lane. Jeremy Daniel comes home in P2. So LPA comes home 1-2 tonight. Jeremy, congratulations on a P2. I know that you were getting a little bit impatient there because I felt like you had enough fuel toward the middle part of that run where you had to make something happen to put yourself out there to be able to carry a little bit more speed and try to close down some of that time.
Yeah, I was trying to save fuel as much as I could, but like you said, I had to get by them. If not, we would have been stuck back there and wouldn't be finishing where we were at tonight.
I think this was a unique situation. Whenever I saw everybody kind of really back off the throttle, it never occurred to me that everybody was not going to come back to pit road one time. I thought I was like, there's about 10 laps difference here between what's going to happen, and it's very tough to save 10 laps of fuel unless you're just kind of you're way out of the throttle. You have enough people that are way out of the throttle together that you can save a ton, and it proved to be an advantage. But man, sometimes you want to see that finish at the end be as close as it can be. But you finished second from a group that was 19 seconds back from that first pack.
Yeah, I know. I was back there. Me and Russ were back there for a while trying to catch the second pack, and we finally caught them. And when I seen on the difference, I was like, there ain't gonna be no way we're gonna catch them. But when I heard all them guys pitting, I looked down. I'm talking to the Russ and RB and Cornette. I was like, I'm good. But then when I passed everybody and I was out in front, I told Russ, I was like, don't hit me too hard because I'm only about 75% throttle. Yeah. And I think I came across the finish line with about 0.2 laps to go, fuel left.
The hardest thing to do is to lead a pack and try to make sure that you save fuel at the same time. I think that right there. I know that you were trying to at one point. It looked like you were trying to get Chris behind you, and maybe you could have leaned on him a little bit to be a little bit out of the throttle and leaned a little bit more on your teammate. But it's good to see that you guys were you're able to definitely work together and find a common way to try to close this one down.
Yeah, right there at the end, I was trying to get Chris to bounce out with us, and they side drafted him and pulled him back. But LPA got a 1-2-3 finish. Too bad we couldn't do a 1-2-3-4 finish.
It was close. Excuse me, I'm coughing. Damn it. It was good, man. It was a ton of fun to watch, and I think I've seen it all sometimes, and I try to do my best to call a race with as much enthusiasm and try to give myself as much my knowledge back to the racetrack. But tonight, I was wrong, and I'm good about being wrong. Like, it keeps it exciting for me, and you guys did a great job of managing the racetrack after a couple of cautions there. It just seemed like I have to ask though, because we're on a super speedway tire with Atlanta. How did the car feel? I know that you guys are on a lighter fuel load, but how did the car feel in dirty air? Was it sticking better, or was it floaty?
It was a little bit of floaty, but it stuck pretty well. I know I was a little too aggressive there in the beginning and caught Cornette on the coming out of the corner. So I told him, I said, hey, I'll back off. We'll wait till the end to fight for it. But yeah, you're definitely right. This is the first super speedway race I ever ran where we didn't finish, at a green, white checker or something. And I've never had one where we're basing it off fuel.
It's good. Well, it's not the first fuel strategy race I've ever seen at a super speedway, but it's the first time that when I'm saying, why are we dropping back this much? Normally I would have recognized that, and tonight I just didn't. Maybe it's just I was just distracted. I don't know. Things happen. But it was good. It was a good race. It was a ton of fun to watch, and you guys put on a good show. Jeremy, give you shout outs, man. P2 finish. It's a good start to week one.
Of course, my teammates. We got a new addition this year with Russ and Cornette coming over. My mom, my wife, and condolences to Bones, his family, from our other league, from Heart to Heart. It's a rough time for them. Of course, for you putting this on, you do a great job, and all the admin from the AMP League. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, tough day for Bones, Bones' family. So they're still going to be in our prayers, even long after all this. But it's a good race and a somber day. I don't know how to feel, and I think that's the biggest thing out of this one. But I don't know, Jeremy. Much love, man. We'll good luck in the rest of your races this week. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too. Jeremy Daniel comes home in P number 2, and last but not least, P3 for Russell, the man, the legend, now 62. I didn't know you guys were teammates. Now I know. It makes a lot more sense why you guys were trying to work together. And there it is. You come home. You come home P3. How much fuel do you have left?
I had about 0.3, give or take.
Yeah, I didn't realize until much later that you guys were saving fuel to try to make it to the end. And which is good, because that just makes me, next time I just have to pay attention a little bit more to the driving style, because I thought that everybody was going to pit between 10 and 5 laps to go. And and it was just kind of going to have to be that way. And then just the math didn't make sense, but it did. It did. You guys saved enough. You guys were able to ride around for quite a while. Once you guys caught up to that second pack, that it was about managing a pace, and then you guys had to go. And we saw when it kicked into the gear, the pace was just insane on how you guys were able to pass on the outside, be able to get yourself down into that corner, keep each other close. And it was just about managing to be able to get where you needed to be.
Oh yeah, when obviously me, Jeremy, and Chris, we were all in that line in the back of that second pack and we were just looking for a way to get around them, and we didn't want to push it because we still had a lot of race left and all. But Jeremy saw the opening, called it, and we just all fell in line. And like you said, we just kind of don't want to call it breeze past them. We still had a little challenge, but we got past them and it was over from there. It's nice.
One of the things that I like about draft tracks is finding your teammates. Tonight it was kind of cool because we got to see all the different teammates work together, and then watching the cars kind of, you could just tell. I mean, you of course have a whole different paint scheme than everybody else does. So when I was looking at it, I was like, when he called you a teammate, whenever those guys were talking about you finishing 1, 2, 3, part of the LPA, and I was like, I didn't know that. So
yeah,
now I know.
On the back end.
Yeah. So no, this was good, man. This is a good finish to a race. It's a good finish to the time that the timing that we could all see out of this. It was going to be a trivial race, regardless of how you look at it, because you get warmed up in the sun, and then you go to nighttime, and this thing just becomes a whole different animal.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely noticed that. And we were scheming and planning the whole time on our team chat and everything, and just made sure we were all in sync. Obviously, we pitted all at the same time. We kind of mathed it out, and apparently Duval math came into play there, and man, we just barely made it. It was great. I mean, we all hooked up early on in the race, about a quarter of the way through. Had a real decent run there until a couple of us, I think it was Chris and I, wrecked out. Accidentally used my fast repair, but it worked out, so I didn't need it later on. Thank God.
I hate knowing I have one, because then I'll put myself in a bad situation, which is probably why I don't run the D class very much anymore.
Right, and I run VR, so I got to kind of glance down and right a little bit, and I just missed that fast repair because it's on the bottom of the black box. So, but it worked out, So that's all that matters.
Put that dang old black box right there in the middle of your damn screen. Pardon my language.
Can you do that? Because if you can, please tell me how.
Alt K, sir.
Oh, okay.
That is how you move all of your stuff. Yeah, if you get in there, you hit Alt K, you can move that thing wherever you want to. Just hit Alt K again. You'll see it. It'll go from the black box. It'll have like a weird blue glow to it. Move it wherever you want, right, and then hit Alt K again, and it'll save it there for every time you're in your vehicle.
I'm gonna try that later.
Yeah,
that's good to know. Thank you.
That's the best advice I can give, because I was wrong about Daytona tonight. I really was. So I'm good. If I can give you good advice, that's the way it works. So, Russ, much love, man. P3 finish tonight. First race of the season. Coda next week. What are you gonna do next week?
Pray a lot. Road courses are fun, so I'm gonna start the practicing probably tomorrow. I should have probably been doing that already, to be fair. But no, we'll just we'll take it easy. I mean, that's kind of what our strategy is: just take it easy and look for our openings, pick our battles, and just wait. So we'll see what happens.
Coda is it's a great racetrack. It's just it's about keeping yourself on the racetrack most of the time there, because if you take one of the corners too bad, they have those weird turtles in there that look like bike strips. And they'll destroy your car, and these cars just they don't like them very much. I don't know. It's gonna be good. It'll be good to see. It'll be a ton of fun. Ross, give you shout outs, man. P3 finish tonight, brother.
Hey, first off, thank you. You do an amazing job at this. Please continue. Shout out to my girlfriend Janine. She was watching tonight. My COD squad was on here and there as well. My teammates, absolutely. Thank you for bringing me into the fold. and of course, to echo RB and Jeremy, condolences to Bones' family. I wasn't in the league along with him, but seemed to be a pretty stand-up guy, and he's going to be missed. But see you next week. Thank you very much.
You too, brother. I appreciate you. I'm going to keep doing this as long as Jess says that's okay too. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I apologize. I forgot to tell Jeremy. Sorry, I was late on the stream. I'd like to tell people that first and foremost, daughter needed me. It sucked, but I won't let it happen again.
Life happens. I mean, I was doing my Navy thing this weekend, so I get it. I had to miss the truck race because of it, but life happens, and I mean, your family's first. It doesn't matter, what you got going on.
Yeah. I'd like to at least be live.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Because if I'm live, I mean, I don't know. iRacing's been doing its weird thing where it's about seems like every 12 months I have to reinstall iRacing 14 different times just to make sure it works properly. It's the weird things.
Gotta love that.
Russ, good luck in the rest of your races this week. And of course, thank you as well.
Thanks again, Jeremy. Have a good night.
That is Mr. Russ. He knocks it out of the park. And again, apologies to the league. Apologies to the drivers for being late. Biggest mover of the race is your race winner, RB. Finishes 15 spots to the advantage. Again, let me go back here and watch this one again. Yeah, let's do it that way. RB is 15 spots, so he's going to be the guy with the biggest mover of the race. A ton of fun, and I'm so glad to get some things wrong so that way I could seriously just put some time, energy, and effort into this one. This one was good. This one was a good, fun race. Let's see. Laps led, most laps led, 41 for Jordan Lane, and he finishes 13th. Man, now they were just pushing too hard. I feel bad. I hate getting it wrong, but then I like getting it wrong because then it teaches me, hey, I need to pay a little bit more attention, and it's kind of cool. So I like getting a few things wrong, but I don't like being wrong all the time. Yes, Jess. Budgie, thank you very much for keeping up with chat. Thank you to our mods and everybody out there. Budgie's the mod. What am I saying? Budgie's the mod. She's the legend out there that helps me stay sane. Again, thank you to everybody with all that you do out there to help us continue to move forward. Thank you to Boyle Construction Management. Again, go out, look at the descriptions on Facebook and YouTube, and check on those guys if you're in their area. Bistro 1605. I'm gonna when I get the chance to go back to North Carolina, because we do have the 82nd reunion coming up. When we get the chance to go out there, I'll probably have to go up to High Point and go try this restaurant out, because that's the way it is. So what I like to do, I like to support the people that support us. Again, Boyle Construction out there in the Pennsylvania area. Make sure you call them if you need anything, whether it's residential or commercial. They'll take care of you. Of course, if you're out there in that area, there's lots of people that you can call, but they just do it better. They'll do it. All right. Much love, Budgie. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to all the people out there who have followed and subscribed as of lately. And make sure you take care of each other. That's what's going to matter. Okay. Be good, be safe, be kind of order. That's the most important factor. And once again, thank you to all of the drivers who put up driver cams tonight. I'm going to make sure I get labels on them next week so that way we know who we're looking at, because I haven't called a race with them in a while. And I know a few by face that was insane. So we'll see you the next one, folks. This was good. This was fun.